Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a couple of really cool gold farming teams you can use to get an awful lot of gold really quickly. Now you do need gold for various things in Gems of War. It's a really important resource. You need it to do the tasks in your guilds to get them done. Make sure you get all the tasks done every week to make sure you get really cool rewards. And you need it for the never-ending money pit, which is the underworld. Today just two. The underworld's really important. You need to get that done to get permanent stats to your team. So what is a good gold farming team? But there are various different ways to go about it. Now when I show a gold farming team, I've got other ones on my channel. If you just type in gold farming in the search bar on my channel, you will find other ones. So I'm going to try not to repeat the same ones, but I do like to do it in a realistic fashion. By realistic, I mean I've seen some other gold farming videos in Gems of War where basically what they've done is time one game that had a really good amount of gold as a result, said, oh, well, you can get 5 sort of battles in a minute like that, and then times that amount by 5, times that by 60, then you get the minute and then the hourly rate, and then said, oh, you can get like over 1 million gold. Well, it's not realistic. A, you're not always going to get 5 fights in a minute. More realistic is going to be 4 for most teams, and B, you're not always going to get a really high amount of gold from it. So it's not realistic that way. The way I like to do it is I time 1 minute and see what we get, add it up, and then multiply that by 60 because you get a better average that way. I'll show these two teams in just a second, but a really basic team, if you wanted to switch your brain off and do almost nothing, is a very basic team. I think I did show this one before, and it's just a basic Greed Dust Devil times 2 Ironhawk team, with Ironhawk doing that 5 damage to enemies when an ally casts a spell. You've got 2 of them. Dust Devil does 5 damage to all enemies and knocks the last enemy to last position, which you don't worry about because they're going to be dead. And Greed gets the gold. It's the sort of team you can do and just be watching telly at the same time. So if you want an absolute brain dead team where you just don't have to really think about anything, you can just literally just do this. Like I often have my TV in side-by-side mode where you can watch TV at the same time, and you don't really have to pay attention to this. You can just give it a cursory glance. Every now and again when you have to restart or something like this happens in, these daemons, these merchants always pop in when you're doing this sort of farming run. It seems it's like the amount of times they pop in when you don't want them to is unreal. But that's it. You just cast one and then the other and the job is done. And you'll get a decent amount of gold. You can fit in 5 battles in a minute with this team most of the time. But it's kind of misleading at the same time. You think, oh, I'm getting like 600 odd gold, whatever. In my case, let's have a look. What am I getting? 668 every like a few seconds. Oh, the angels popped up to interrupt my flow. Oh great. Give me some food. A pet. Purple pet food. That's not full of additives at all, is it? Anyway, that's thinking about things too much again. But yeah, a very simple, easy to use team, this one. Just cast one, cast the other. On average, you're going to get a decent amount of gold, and you don't really have to think about anything at all. But one of the downsides to this team, as well as being slightly slower gold at the convenience of ease of use, is no hero, which means no hero XP. So there is that downside to that. Now, a team that I really like for this is this one here. The Ruby Macaque, if you've got it, 2 times Cedric, and a Leprechaun. Leprechaun starts battles with full mana, gets gold when he casts. Cedric Sparkle Sack gets that lovely 100% bonus gold from the battle, and the Ruby Macaque is a really cool weapon as well. Does true damage to all enemies, then create 3 booty gems and explode 5 gems. When it explodes those gems, if it takes out the booty gems, that gives you even more gold, which is nice, and gains 2 bonus gold on 4 or 5 gem matches. But don't really worry about that, just basically cast Leprechaun. If you fluke any 4 matches, it's happy days, and you carry on. Most of the time it's going to charge up the Ruby Macaque in a single cast, and you take it from there. Thief class good for this. 2 more gold and 4 or 5 gem matches, and you can have light things as well, gain 5 gold every turn. And all we're going to do is basically cast Leprechaun and cast Ruby Macaque and win. Now you're not going to get 5 battles in a minute with this. Average is going to be 4. But what I'll do, I'll just log or have a look at how much gold I get per turn and then make a quick note of that. So for this team, the key is to find out what level of Explore you can win with a single cast of the Ruby Macaque. So stick on 3 Medals of Nisha to increase your power for that, and go to a kingdom which is the least problematic. I like Erskaya for this. You're not going to get submerged enemies, not going to get enemies with barrier. And it's my maximum level I can do in a single cast. Difficulty 7 doesn't work, and level 5 is very easy. So if you can't do level 6 or 5 or whatever, just experiment around, see which level you can do with a single cast. Because even though you may not get as much gold as me if you're not doing difficulty level 6, you will still get the highest amount achievable for your level. So let's fire up a game. Right, so I'm going to wait for the clock to get into a convenient place, and I'm going to note down how much gold I get every single round. You get 3-4 fights maybe a minute with this. Don't even look, just cast that. Most of the time Ruby McCart gets charged up. You cast and win. Not doing this quite as quickly as possible because I need to look at how much gold I get. Ordinarily you just press skip straight away. So 3, 2, 5, 5. Make a little note of that. Again, don't even look. Cast that. Let the AI have their turn. Cast Ruby McCart and win. We got 3192. Yes, Leprechaun. Not even looking at the board. There we go. And win. What have we got now? 3161. So it's similar, but it does vary per round. And are we going to get one more battle in this minute? Yes, we are. Just about. That was pretty much bang on a minute. Right, so that was 4 battles. In just about a minute. And that was 3735. The first one was 3,255 plus 3,192 plus 3,161 plus 3,735. So we got that. That was 13,343 gold in a minute. Obviously, if you're chugging away at that for a full-on hour, you're going to times that by 60 to get an overall score of 800,580 gold an hour. Now, that is the realistic kind of amount, and it could go more than that as well, depending upon your luck when you cast the Ruby McCart. But yeah, a really, really cool team. One other team, which is good fun to use as well, and works very similar to the Going for Gold team, is Thrall the Gold. Again, requires a high magic level to make it as effective as possible, because the higher your magic, the more gems you're going to destroy with Thrall. But the cool thing about Thrall is you only need 6 mana and gets bonus purple mana from purple gem matches, which means if we apply a +2 purple banner, we only need a single purple match. No mana surge, and we're going to get Thrall charged up, ready to cast. So all we've got to do is match purple, ready to go with that banner. Again, going to be in Thief class for those benefits as we showed before. And again, a nice, easy kingdom with no annoying opponents. So let's just show this quickly. Going to look for a purple right off the bat. If it's not a match there, you're going to have to kind of make one. I can do this, drop that purple down, get it next go, but the AI pinched it, whatever. And we can cast Thrall and then our Ruby McCart. That's kind of actually why I prefer that Leprechaun team in a way. I mean, yeah, you can have not so much purple. I mean, I'm green on the screen, so you don't get a great start with Leprechaun all the time, but it seems to be a little bit more consistent than the reliance on purple, like this team. I should have taken that yellow match here, but it doesn't matter. It's all about speed for this. Let them have their, there you go, cast Thrall, cast Ruby McCart. Easy gold in the bag. And that will yield a similar kind of amount to that other team I showed a second ago. So it is, there's the video, there's the teams, a nice, really easy brain dead one there you can use if you want to just switch everything off and do things pretty much on autopilot, and one that does yield a lot more gold, but requires a tiny bit more effort, and obviously the need for the Ruby McCart weapon at the same time. But if you can't run those two teams effectively, just type in gold farming in the search bar on my channel and you will find other alternatives for even more gold teams, which are really, really effective as well. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful and helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.